Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net and the Sailing Weather Information Service, sailingweather.co.uk. Thanks again for watching. This is your weekend and week ahead outlook updated on Thursday the 6th of March. And it's looking like a decent sailing weekend as well. This is the chart for Friday. Got an area of high pressure just to the south of Ireland, which is going to be building in during Friday. Actually, it slips its way eastwards during the course of Friday itself. Now, what that's going to be doing is controlling the weather through the weekend. And it should bring some sunshine, particularly across southern and eastern parts of the country. But for Friday, we're looking at winds through the channel generally being at a westerly, probably blowing at around a 3 or a 4 in the western channel. I think west-southwesterlies at around a 4 in the eastern channel, but they'll be coming lighter as we head through the day. Through the Irish Sea, central and northern parts of the Irish Sea, with westerlies here blowing at around a 5, possibly a 6 in the northern Irish Sea during the morning, but tending to ease later on. On Friday, we're looking at western Scotland. We're looking at westerlies at around a 6 or a 7, possibly touching an 8 at times at first. And then across eastern Scotland, we're westerlies here at around a 6 or 7 too. Eastern coast of England, westerlies at around a 6. So then for Saturday, you see our area of high pressure now there over the western parts of Germany. We've got fronts which have moved northeastwards. Now that warm front has lots of moist air associated with it, and it is going to be bringing plenty of mist and low cloud to southern coasts of Ireland and perhaps parts of western England during the course of Saturday. So wind-wise, we're looking at winds through the channel generally as a southerly. I think we're going to be looking at 3s or 4s in the eastern channel. Southerly at a 4 in the western channel. Just got a slight question mark over whether it could go to the low end of a 5. I think it's unlikely, but certainly I think you have to bear that in mind. Southern Ireland up through the Irish Sea, southwesterlies here, generally blowing at a 5, but again, could just nudge the low end of a 6. And remember the risk of moderate or poor visibility there with some mist, fog, low cloud and drizzle. Notice windier conditions for western Scotland here, southwesterlies at 6s, possibly touching a 7 with periods of rain. And again, we've got moderate or poor visibility in rain there. Eastern parts of Scotland, southwesterlies at 6 overall. And coming down eastern coast of England with southwesterlies at 5s off northeastern England. A south-southwesterly, probably at a 4 to a 5 around the coasts of East Anglia. Now Sunday looks to be a really pleasant day. I think through the channel we're looking at south-southwesterlies blowing at around a 3, possibly touching a 4, but I think 3 generally. Western parts of the channel, southerly here at around a 3. Through the Irish Sea we're south-southwesterly at around a 3 as well. Just watch out still for the chance of an odd fog patch in the Irish Sea, but as this weak cold front you see here moves southeastwards, so I think visibility would improve anyway, although it may bring a little bit of rain with it. Western parts of Scotland, we're west-southwesterly to southwesterly here at a 5 or a 6. Eastern parts of Scotland, west-southwesterlies at 5s, and off the eastern coast of England, west-southwesterlies at 4s to 5s. 5 maybe just overdoing it a little bit. Work on a 4, but just that chance of it touching a low end of a 5 offshore. And through East Anglia, southwesterly here at around a 4 to 4. But generally a very pleasant day and actually feeling quite spring-like, particularly across England and most of Wales, as well, I suppose, as eastern parts of Scotland. The only thing we probably need to watch out for on Sunday, which is going to be the first time really this year, is the threat of sea breezes. And I think really that threat exists anywhere across the coast of western Wales, through southern England, and also up through eastern parts of England as well. So just be aware when you check in the forecast for Sunday, do check out this risk of sea breezes. It's the first time we'll have seen them properly this year. And the sea breezes are something that may recur through Monday as well. High pressure here centred in the Irish Sea on Monday. I think through the channel, too strong a breeze to allow sea breezes to form. We're going to be looking probably at getting into an east-northeasterly to a northeasterly, and 5 possibly touching the low end of a 6 in the channel on Monday. Around the Irish Sea coast, we're looking at variable winds, as I say, sea breezes setting in here, probably work on a 3 or a 4. Western parts of Scotland, west-southwesterlies here at around a 5 across northwest and northern parts of Scotland. Down the eastern coast of England, variable here, generally coming in as a north to northeasterly, and here blowing again at a 3 or a 4 in those sea breezes. Overall, Monday a fair day, still some broken cloud around, but there will be some reasonable spells of sunshine as well. And then finally for Tuesday, high pressure off in the North Sea on Tuesday. Some drier air trying to get in from the east. I think through the channel again we're fairly breezy, particularly the eastern channel, and east-northeasterly here. And going to go for a 5 or perhaps even the low end of a 6 in the eastern channel on Tuesday. 6 may push it a little bit, but I think the idea of it being breezy is certainly one to stick with. Further west, I think we're looking here at westerlies at a 5 through the Irish Sea. We're looking at west-southwesterlies here at a 4 or a 5. Western parts of Scotland, southerly here at around a 3 or a 4. Eastern Scotland, south to south-southwesterlies at around a 3 or a 4 too. And off the eastern coast of England here, may just be just a very slight chance of catching a sea breeze here. And I think we're looking generally at speeds of around a 3 or a 4. But it's another pleasant spring-like day for most of us on Tuesday with some good spells of sunshine. Now, I just wanted to take a quick look towards the end of next week, just see how long this high pressure lasts and what you can plan for next weekend. Now, remember, we're a long way away at the moment, and this is only one model that I'm showing you. But this is the chart for the 13th, which is next Wednesday, and that puts high pressure across the country still through Wednesday. A couple of days forward, so now we're into Friday. You notice how the model here trying to bring the winds back into more of a westerly heading into Friday. Strongest of the winds across northern and western parts of Scotland here at around a 4-6, but still fairly light at 4s generally through the channel. But I think this process of going back to a westerly is probably a little bit fast on this set of charts. But the overall idea of a gradual breakdown back into westerly winds into next weekend probably isn't too bad a thought overall. This is the chart for Sunday. It brings us into a brisker day of west to west northwesterly winds and generally blowing at 5s or 6s for most. But you notice that we've lost that dominant area of high pressure and we're back into a more normal airflow. But actually, across many eastern and southern parts of the country, once again, it probably isn't too bad a weekend for sailing. Certainly more breeze than there will be around during the coming weekend. So try and make the most of the sunshine if you can, and of the warmer temperatures. Remember to watch out for those sea breezes developing, particularly heading through Sunday and into Monday. Now, don't forget that we're currently looking for sponsors for this service, so please do spread the word amongst your sailing friends, your sailing colleagues, and also your clubs and your marinas too. Let them know that the forecast is here. And don't forget that you can get area forecasts for your sailing areas around the British Isles. Just look down the left-hand side of the screen here, you'll see area forecasts. Click on those and those forecasts updated right the way through the day. And of course your specialist detailed forecast for sailing in the Solents is updated on there too. But for now, thanks again for watching and have a great weekend. Whatever you're doing, keep the sun shining and bye for now.